ಉಡುಪಿ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಬಂಟರ ಚಾರಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಕುಂತಳ ನಗರದ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ 2 ದಿನಗಳ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ತರಬೇತಿ ಮತ್ತು ವೃತ್ತಿ ಜೀವನ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ತರಬೇತಿ ಶಿಬಿರ ನಡೆಯಿತು. ಈ ಒಂದು 2 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾಲ ನಡೆದಂಥ ಶಿಬಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಆಗಮಿಸಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡಿದರು. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು 2 ದಿನಗಳ ಕಾಲ ನಡೆದ ಶಿಬಿರದ ಒಂದು ಸುತ್ತು ನೋಟ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ.
उमासुदं शोक विनाश कारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पाद पंकजं.
Wonderful project leader, a consultant for a short stint. He served as the project leader at the EDC center of our own college, NITE.
Niranjan N. Chiplankar, principal of NMAMIT Institute of Technology, NITE. Other chief guests, Dr. Ramakrishna, EDC Chief of NMAMIT, NITE, Mrs. Saujanya Shetty, anchor, entrepreneur, actor, legal counsel of JCI India and also All India President of JCI, Mr. Sakaram Shetty, President of Udupi Gramina Bantara Sangha, Dr. H.B. Shetty, Founder President of Udupi Gramina Bantara Sangha, providing us an opportunity to conduct this 2-day entrepreneurship awareness camp and career guidance program for the students of NMAMIT at our Skill Development Center in Kuntal Nagar. I feel extremely happy to announce that today we are conducting 6th skill development program in this center, which was inaugurated by our Honorable Chief Minister of Government of Karnataka, Sri Basavaraju Bommai, in the month of October 2021. Actually, we have started our operation in Skill Development Center in the month of December 2021. We had already conducted 5 programs in this center during last 3 months. Out of 5 programs, 3 programs connected to students of neighboring colleges like MSRS College Shirva, St. Mary's College Shirva, Sri Madhva Vadiraj Institute of Technology and Management, Bantakal. And also 2 programs we conducted for rural women connected to 3 Gram Panchayat limit, that is Mudbelle, Manipura and Alevur. Total number of beneficiaries till now 514 without considering today's participants.
Shri Ashok Kumar Shetty to Professor Dr. Niranjan N. Chiplankar. Shri Vijit Shetty to Dr. Ramakrishna. Srimati Ranjani Hegde to Mrs. Saujanya Hegde. Shri Ashok Kumar Shetty to Shri Sakaram Shetty. Shri Padmanabh Hegde to Shri Ashok Kumar Shetty. Shri Vijit Shetty to Dr. H.B. Shetty. Shri Vijit again requested to hand over the bouquet to Shri Padmanabh Hegde. Shri Divakar Shetty to Shri Vijit Shetty. 3rd December 2021, we had the first program for Women Entrepreneurs Development, and it was conducted for 3 Gram Panchayat limit area of Alevuru, Manipur and Belle, and the total participants of the program were 120. 10th and 11th December 2021, we had a career development and entrepreneurship awareness training program to the Mulki Sundaram Shetty College, Shirva. 110 students, especially final year degree students, participated and availed the benefit. 1st and 3rd January 2022, this year, career development program and entrepreneurship development training program to Sri Madhva Institute of Technology and Management, Bantakal. 90 final year degree students of engineering background participated. 4th February 2022, Women Entrepreneurship Awareness Program under the Pradhan Mantri Udyog Yojana Karyakram to with the District Industry Center of Udupi District. We conducted the program for 104 beneficiaries. 23rd and 24th February 2022, last month we had a program named as Career Development and Entrepreneurship Awareness Training Program to the final year degree students of St. Mary's College, Shirva. 90 students participated. 18th and 19th March this month, we will be into the training program to the students of NMAMIT NITE. Our resource team is now lighting the lamp, and knowledge is light and knowledge is power. Jnanave Bedaku, as we know very well, and we are inviting Kishore Alwaji and our esteemed principal. It's a very proud moment, ladies and gentlemen. Today training program will be inaugurated. We are inviting Ma'am Saujanya Hegde to light the lamp along with other dignitaries. And also we are inviting Dr. Ramakrishna ji, kindly join us, sir. He is the chief of the EDC NMAMIT NITE. And also all our dignitaries, President of Bantara Sangha, Shri Sakaram Shetty ji, Vijit ji, Ashok ji, Padmanabh Hegde ji. Yes, it's the inaugural ceremony of the 2-day Career Development and Entrepreneurship Development Cell.
Ashok Shetty Layanla, Panjikalodu, in a college university in Boka, Yanji 3 months stint. I'll talk in English also, because this is a Bant Sangha. First time I'm going over here, I think I should speak in my mother tongue. In Baji Kushi Sundar Dadanda, Yan Vinayak Notige, at time 3 months, and just and Senate and Syndicate member of the Bangalore University. Apaka Vinana Nite college issue strike it, Apaga carry over system fees hike the bagger strike on the Vice Chancellor and letter, Vinan I syndicate member of the and PG students president of the Apaga Yandagan the Bundsud Dr. Justice K. Segre, Bari Hiran, and Chen Vinagadla, one Jangli Bari Madri the leader of the theatre. Anche I settlement first time a settlement take the thing Valpere. Anchene Yan Cogentrix Idoka Engla Samparka Ashok Shetty government service, he was in government service working for the NGF, and he was a towering personality. He did his masters in Suratkal KERC, and he was MIT student also. So I really wanted to get into civil services those days. But my advent and my relationship or my encounter was first with Mr. Ron Somers, who was the CEO for the Concentrics Power Project in Karnataka. Ron Somers has been a friend of India. He had been the advisor to President Nixon and lately became the president of the United States Indian Business Council, where I had a stint with him in Inokol as well as in USIBC for a long time in New Delhi. But before that, Ron always called Ashok Shetty as the mayor of Padubidri because CSR programs or many programs, because Dakshin Kannada and Udupi districts were one. It was called as a labyrinth. So the political labyrinth, you had the social labyrinth, you had lots of labyrinths, which we both worked out together, and some of our colleagues also. And this is how we started kickstarting CSR or knowing the local needs, and industrialization awareness was created those days. It was a really wonderful experience. And I cannot even forget my professor, Mr. Sudhir Raj, because I was always mischievous. I dabbled to many colleges, from St. Aloysius to Katil College, to the university, and to St. Philomena's at Puttur. So he was one of my professors, English-speaking professor in economics. So I really remember those days. This occasion is giving me an immense pleasure while inaugurating this 2-day camp for the career development and entrepreneurship awareness for engineering students. I'm thankful to Udupi Gramina Bantara Sangha, the Charitable Trust, and NMAMIT, Institute of Technology, NITE, for hosting and organizing this event. A special acknowledgement to Udupi Gramina Bantara Sangha Charitable Trust for its continuous efforts in organizing such kinds of development programs on a long-run basis. Nowadays, every tutor, be it a school teacher, college professor, or management guru, are giving prime importance for the students to undergo skill and career development programs, irrespective of students' excellence in the education. It's why, because no doubt students gain knowledge theoretically and practically in the education institutions and get maximum scores in the academics. But the addition of career development and guidance and awareness programs to the academics make them in getting polish themselves in finding the career path in the right way.
By the time they enter into engineering, they know lots of things about engineering and technology. Another 3 more years being in the college, they will learn a lot of things related to entrepreneurship, product development, innovation, etc., which becomes the basic pillars of any entrepreneurial journey. So I believe that's the reason. And we see that diploma students who join engineering, they'll be very good at practicals. They don't only talk theory, because this is also been seen during the final year of their study when they do the project work. Now we see a lot of potential in this group of students, so that's one of the reasons why we said these are the students who should get benefit from all the resource persons who are addressing them today and tomorrow. I take this opportunity to thank all my student colleagues for coming over here in big number. I know today and tomorrow we have announced holidays for our college. It is for Karkala Utsava, and also today is Holi festival. But in spite of that, everyone who has registered have turned up here. A big thanks to all of you. Also an appeal, the program is for 2 days. So the number what you have shown up today, same should be there even tomorrow. And I'm confident that all of you will be coming here and interacting with the resource persons, and you will learn a lot in this process. Outside the classrooms, there are a lot of things that you can learn. This is one of such example, where it is not your regular classroom teachers who will be delivering lectures here. The people who are going to interact with you have lots of experience in their own domains. Some are successful entrepreneurs, people like Mr. Kishore Alwa. You heard his biodata when it was told. He was a president of all college students union of Mangalore University. From that day itself, he has shown that he can be a wonderful leader in the days to come, which he has already demonstrated to all of us in this particular part of India. When I was discussing with him, he was telling me about how Mr. Gautam Adani, who has started this Adani group of industries all over India, how he started his journey. A very humble beginning at his village, but sitting there, now he runs several big mega projects in this country. Another similar personality is Mr. Vinay Hegde. You all know that he was an employee of an organization at Mangalore when before he got into education sector. It was in the year 1979 when he started NITE Education Trust, and today you see the world of NITE in front of you. Not only in education sector, he has made a big name as an industrialist too. So we need not have to take examples of successful entrepreneurs or successful businessmen from anywhere else. We have them amongst us, within us. Let us see how they have built up their career, how they have built this empire of maybe business or whatever they are into.
So we take pride in felicitating you, our esteemed principal and the chief guest. And we requested Kishore Alwaji to put the shawl. Palapushpam will be given to the principal by Dr. H.B. Shetty and the president Sakaram Shetty ji. Love and affection that you have bestowed on us, and we take pride in felicitating you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being the witness to this ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್.
ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಿಶೋರ್ ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಿರುವ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ನಾನು ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾದರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಬಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಆತ್ಮನಿರ್ಭರ ಭಾರತ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಲೋಗನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ. ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ಸ್, ಫೈನಲಿ ಆಂಟ್ರಪ್ರನರ್ಶಿಪ್. ಈ ಮೂರು ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನನ್ನು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಬೋತ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್. ನೀವು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ ಇವತ್ತು. ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎದುರು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಥ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಡೆಯಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇವತ್ತಿದೆ. ಈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಟು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮೀನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಾಲದು, ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟು ಬಹಳ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ರೂಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುವಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅನ್ನುವ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುವಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಕಿಶೋರ್ ಸರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುವಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಐಡಿಯಾವನ್ನು ಹೊರಗೆ ತಂದು ಆ ಐಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಮೂರ್ತ ರೂಪ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಟೋಟೈಪ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೋಟೈಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ ಆಂಟ್ರಪ್ರಿನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಆಂಟ್ರಪ್ರಿನರ್. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ನೋನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. 1000ಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಮುಂದೆ ನೀವು ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದರೆ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ದುಡಿತೀರಿ, 30 ವರ್ಷ 40 ವರ್ಷ ದುಡಿತೀರಿ, ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಉತ್ತಮ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರಿಸರದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಜನ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಂಥವರಿಗೆ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅವರ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಹೌ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೇಡ್ ಎ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, the best way to become an entrepreneur.
When I was a child, I always wanted to be an air hostess. Why? Because I wanted to fly, and then it was a very colorful life. You go to visit different places, you get paid for it, you eat well and everything. But as I grew up, I changed my mind. When I somewhere came up to the law college, when I was in the first year of my law college, when they asked me, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be an IAS officer. Oh, what a transformation from an air hostess to an IAS officer. My principal, my college lecturers were all happy that, oh, there is somebody who wants to go into the civil services. But by the end of the law college, my preferences changed. I had already got married. I already had a baby. And I had to fly to Nigeria with my husband because he was placed there. And I spent 10 years of my life just because my husband was placed there. Why I'm stating this story is, from our childhood, we do our studies, we do our degrees just because we want to get placed somewhere. I was an excellent student, always 90 plus, not because of pressure, but I loved studying. Along with the cultural activities, all that which Sudhir sir had mentioned. When I finished my 10th, I think I got some 93 point something. Mummy, Daddy Pandey, yes, you take up PCMB. I was like, I don't want to be a doctor. It's okay, you can go for engineering. I don't want to go for engineering. It's okay, you can do anything but take PCMB. Yes, I got my admission. St. Agnes, the most renowned college. PCMB, I did my 2 years of pre-university college. And purposely, I didn't write my CET. I didn't write my CET because if I had written, they had pushed me into medical or engineering because I didn't want it. But I had to keep up my parents' prestige. The third important profession of everybody's life. Doctor, engineer, then comes a lawyer. So I said, okay, let me go for law. But my intention of going to a law college, SDM Law College, was something absolutely different because that was a college which gave absolutely highest importance to cultural activities. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಟರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಕ್ಷಯೋತ್ಸವ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಮೂಡ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. SDM Law College gives a maximum opportunities. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋದೆ. I finished my law with flying colors. When I went to Nigeria, I had 10 years of life where I couldn't be a lawyer, where I couldn't do any professional course. That is where my skills came into actual use. ಚಿಕ್ಕಂದಿಂದ ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಡ್ಯಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿ, ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಕಲಿ, ಜುಂಬಾ ಕಲಿ, ಕರಾಟೆ ಕಲಿ, ಮಾತಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಕಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಜಾಬ್, ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ skills are important for everybody, anybody. I started my own dance institute. I put up an Indian institute, Nrityalaya there. I started coaching people for Zumba. I started anchoring. I got into the embassy. I was a cultural secretary there. And I really made up my life, not because I had to earn. My husband was working for Pepsi as a general manager. It is not that, oh, ದುಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಹಾಗಾಗಿ earn ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. But for every individual, your identity is when you prove yourself. And I could do that because of the skills that I had developed from childhood. And today, when this organization is having a skill development program, I was more than happy to be a part of. ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರೀಸನ್ ಎರಡು. ಒಂದು, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕುಡ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಯೋರ್ ಓನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ, ಒನ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಲಿ, ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ವಿತ್ ಎ ಯಂಗ್ ಕ್ರೌಡ್. So with both the reasons, I accepted the invitation when Ashok Shetty sir said. Prajwal actually said it is a privilege that you gave me. Thank you so much.
Felicitates Saujanya ma'am. And also we have Prajwal ma'am with us. And to hand over, Geeta ma'am has handed over nice Palapushpam to ma'am. And also memento by Kishore Adwaji. It's a beautiful moment. The Sangha has accorded a warm welcome. coupled with felicitation. Put the shawl. We wish you, Kishore Alwaji, all the best in your future endeavors. Let there be God's blessings to you. Our prayers are also with you. You are our Kanmani. Ramakrishna ji, Palapushpam by Kishore Alwaji. Thank you very much. It's a very proud moment. Very proud moment to all of us to rejoice. Thank you so much, sir. We would like to present a NMAMIT to Prajwala ma'am, Ranjini ma'am to present. Thank you so much. And also, ma'am, please, yeah. Shawl to Prajwal ma'am. She's also a corporate leader with a difference. And we are so happy to be in your midst. And she our inaugurator.
ಇದ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಸಲಹೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರ ಮುಂದಿನ ಜೀವನ ಹೇಗೆ ಉಜ್ವಲಗೊಳಿಸಬಹುದು ಎಂಬ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಿಶೋರ ಆಳು ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಸಲಹೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬ ಅತಿಥಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಇವರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಇಂದಿನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರು ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಆ್ಯಂಕರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರನರ್ ಸೌಜನ್ಯ ಹೆಗಡೆ, ಇವರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ HB ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಕಾರಾಮ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರೇ, ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಹೆಗ್ಡೆ ಅವರೇ, ನಿಮಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಹಾಜರಿದ್ದಂಥ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲೆ, ಇವರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಪರೋಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಈ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
हरिः ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये.
Udupi Gramina Bantara Sangha Charitable Trust, and I must say he is the man behind the success of this wonderful skill development center. Now may I request Mr. Ashok Kumar Shetty to deliver the welcome address.
Normally we used to felicitate 3 outstanding achievers during our inaugural function and also our valedictory function. Today we have recognized 3 achievers. One is Dr. Prashant Kumar Shetty, second one is Dr. Sadanand Shetty Mumbai, and third one is Mr. Kishore Alwa, President and Executive Director of Adani Group. I hope he will join us within next 10 minutes.
Students, please keep clapping. I request Mr. Ashok Kumar Shetty to welcome Professor Dr. M.S. Mudithaya. I request Mr. Vijit Shetty to welcome Mr. Ashok Kumar Shetty. I request Mr. Padmanabh Hegde to welcome Dr. Prashant Kumar Shetty. I request Harish Shetty Belle to welcome Dr. Sadanandar Shetty. 2021 is the date that we started Women Entrepreneurship Development Program conducted for 3 Gram Panchayat limit. A big salute to the Gram Panchayat as well for their effort to collect people and sending them here. Those women who leave their home, who leave their children and then come here and sat with us for 2 days for the program and made it a success. You know, these are for the self-help group that we done the training from Alevuru, Manipura and Belle Gram Panchayat. So around 120 people participated in the first training itself, which was inaugurated by Dr. Neeta Inamdar of Manipal University. And the second program, again the same month, it was on the 10th and 11th of December, a career development entrepreneurship awareness camp for training for Mulki Sundaram Shetty Shirva College. You can see that on the screen, where 110 people, students took the benefit of our training. And 1st and 3rd of January, that is this year, once again the program, the Career Development and Entrepreneurship Awareness Program for Sri Madhwa Institute of Technology Management, Bantakal, engineer students like you. Around 90 students took this benefit, and even now they're coming us and they're writing to us saying that they would like to come back and participate in several of our programs. And again on the 4th of February, that we had one more wonderful program for women entrepreneurship awareness under Pradhan Mantri Udyog Yojana, along with district industries. The people, the reputed and officials from the district industries, they came here. They have taken the training in association with us, and then that was a very successful training. As a woman, being a woman, the training for women is always very dear to my heart as well. Then 23rd and 24th February, there was one more training camp for St. Mary's College, Shirva. That is last month. Around 90 students participated in the training, and this training being the 6th training, that is 18th and 19th of this March, the career development for you, the brilliant students, one of the best, a lot of students that I also have seen are very active, very energetic, and they are from NITE, so must be happy for that as well. So thank you, dear students, for your participation.
Udupi Gramina Bantara Sangha has done a wonderful job here by organizing rural colleges here and making sure that experienced people like us can share our thoughts and share our experiences with you, so that whatever mistakes we have done, you need not have to do it once again. If you will see in Indian economy, it took almost 70 years for us to reach $3 trillion economy, and the next 3-4 years we will be touching $5 trillion economy. And by 2030, we expect to be the 3rd biggest economic leader in this world, which means when the country grows almost 3 times from now in the next 7 years, it gives a tremendous opportunities for youngsters like you.
You have been taught something about the entrepreneurial zeal today. Many theoretical things about entrepreneurship. But if you want to see what entrepreneurial zeal is really, you please talk to Ashok Shetty. He, in fact, I have seen him for the last, more than 2 decades. Right from the day one that I saw him, I found that entrepreneurship is not something only relating to business, but also making a difference to the society. Even developing entrepreneurial talent, investing your time, energy and money into that is also entrepreneurship. With the great entrepreneurial zeal, he is working. And you're very, very lucky that people like Kishore Alwa, people like Prashant Kumar Shetty, Dr. Ramakrishna, Harish Shetty, Ashok Kumar Shetty, and many other people who have made their name as excellent doctors, our cardiologists, or as business leaders, or as entrepreneurs, or as hoteliers. See, viewed from any angle, they are the role models to all of you. And getting an opportunity to interact with you is this is a very momentous occasion for that matter, because otherwise you would be just listening to the theoretical lectures in the classroom. And therefore, I'm here just to congratulate you and thank them on behalf of our university. You're all the products of NITE. Lot of exciting things are happening in NITE. Over the last 4 decades, what started as a small high school at NITE today has grown into a multi-locational, multidisciplinary kind of university. You all know that thanks to the person whose name is there in that list, our Chancellor Sri Vinay Hegde, who is a great entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and above all, a very fine human being. That's very important. So, such a person has ensured that your university is today a A+ university in the country, and one among the top, which comes in the top 6 or 7% of the universities in the whole country, and doing extremely well. And today, I only wish to give you a small mantra as far as your success is concerned, if at all you want to be the entrepreneurs. Being an entrepreneur, looking at the balance sheet and the kind of positions they hold, appreciating them, it is very, very easy. But nobody will tell you the hardship they had to undergo, and how taking an idea to a successful business has been, how difficult it has been. If at all they have succeeded, it is not because of the facilities they had, but it is in spite of the facilities they had, in spite of the support they had. And therefore, let's first of all learn to salute all the entrepreneurs, all the achievers who are here, who have guided you and done a wonderful job. Ladies and gentlemen, success is a product of 3 I's. What are these 3 I's? One undoubtedly is idea. Second, many people don't realize, is the implementation. And the third I is the impact. Look here, if you don't have a great idea, you can't succeed. But many people think that if I have a brilliant business idea, I'll succeed. No, that is not enough. Idea has only a small role. An idea for which the time has come, an idea which can be converted into a business is great. But then mere idea has only 1% success, 1% role in your success. And brilliant idea can only be an inspiration. But then the perspiration is the most important thing. That is, the implementation of the idea is very important. 99% role as far as the idea is, success is concerned, is in the effective implementation of the idea. And then that's where the luck comes in, the factor of luck comes in. What is that? In spite of putting your 99% effort, in spite of doing all that is essential to be successful, it is possible that you may not taste success.
Gautam Holla, Kaushik, students for your wonderful participation, and rest of you will be getting your certificate in the college. Madam.
I was syndicate member, Senate member of the Bangalore University, and I needed a job. And that's the time I met Ron Somers at the university. Ron Somers, American, big MNCs, those days it was just Cogentrix. Infosys was hardly there, I think about 25 years back. And Ron told me, if you work with Vinay Hegde, I will surely take you to concentrics. The Gramina Band Sangha that Ashok Shetty and the Bunds team that has created in this region at the rural area of Udupi, it gives immense pride, and the way they have conducted, and usually I see these programs not only in the papers, in all the WhatsApp and everything. It is exemplary because Ashok Shetty, and that is the way Ashok Shetty performs, come into this type of organization and is trying to motivate entrepreneurs, students and everyone, even at the village flow. That is very important. So I wish Ashok Shetty all the best, Band Sangha all the best, and we are there here to support you, support the Band Sangha.
This skillful events and the training program is very important for all the young entrepreneurs, because in the college level you will be studying only regarding the subject, and once you come out of the college you won't be knowing how to face the society and up and downs in the societies. But this type of training program, various resource persons will come here and deliver their ideas and how they face the problems, everything. So this will help you when you grow up, and you can start your own industries, whatever it is. Your field, you can cherish your field. Mainly, this type of training program will help you to develop personal development, self-confidence, courage, as well as get some idea which will you will have some you will bring out the ideas out of the box, so that you can create your own, as I told, normal routine is not the way. You should get some out of the box. You should get some ideas and create something in the society. For example, if we talk about the Infosys or Adani, whatever it is, so many Birlas or so many other, they have their own ideas. They started off with a small thing, and today they have created the empire. A lot of employees, young students like you, will be there in the companies serving them. So in the same way, you can also get some ideas, and you can also, one day, who knows, one of you might be in some big positions, and you might bring out your own industries in that. And talking about the self-confidence, courage, I'll give a small example. This is regarding the sports.
In Bhagavad Gita, there are, one phrase where there are 4 things mentioned: love, intelligence, wealth, and the words. How I remember? Live, L-I-W-W, means love, intelligence, word, and wealth. God gives you these 4 things to share with the others. It is not toward property, not toward wealth, not toward, teaching or something like that. Why I became teacher? With the same reason. And during my teaching, I had hardly any, return money-wise, but I used to spend a lot of, time for giving back to the doctors community. And few things I will tell you, because you are, 2 important things is the career development and entrepreneurship. These are basically for success. And to me, as a person, beyond success is the happiness. At the end of the day, along with your success, we have to be happy. And now we have to be happy. That I will touch a little later. Now, if I had to tell you about my own self, of course, I am not young, all are younger here. I am 68 years old now, and I am 37 years in practice. And I studied from a municipal school. And I had never had any like this, course. I never attended this career entrepreneurship, I fell and then I got up like that. And I studied, In fact, few years back, I gave a TED talk. And as Mudita rightly mentioned, the topic of the TED talk was power of determination and the choice to succeed. In that, it's a 15 minutes interview. You can possibly go through that. And if you, anything you want, just Dr. Spandana Shetty in the net, you will get everything out of it. And in that, I mentioned how I came up in my education and all. And following my medical education, MBBS, after the municipal school, my family background is, very low as far as the financial concern. Ethical, moral values were very high. but financial support was limited. So after MBBS, what next also I didn't know. I did MD, Then after MD, what next I didn't know. Then I did DM cardiology. Following that, right now, not to boast upon me, but any in my community anywhere, Dr. Sadanand Shetty means, is an identity by education, and I can be mingle with anyone anywhere in the world. Got qualification, membership of the all over the world, like if say international degree of the Europe or America, everything. And following that, we started our own academy to give back to my students.
How that you can make an impact in your life, how that you can even make an impact on the life of other people, also very important. I would like to connect only 2 points here in this concluding session. 2 day sessions went on very well and very good resource persons. I think you have taken a lot of information, and it's also a good learning even for me. I thank Satish Shetty, Ashok Shetty sir for inviting us for this event. I would like to ask you a simple question to you all. How many of you visited Jog Falls? Jog Falls in Shivamogga? Okay. If you have not visited, at least visit once. The majestic look of that river Sharavati.
ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛಿಸ್ತೇನೆ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಲೈಫು, ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್.
ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವವರಿಗೂ ವಂದನೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಭಿವಂದನೆ.
How do I know I am an entrepreneur person? Dwelling on research and cases. So whatever the stuff that I'm going to share with you today is from the research and also from the case studies of entrepreneurs. Not something it is from the textbooks, it's based on the research material. So here and there I'll be also mixing Kannada so that the life is going to be very rejoicing and very enjoying one to all of us. The session would go up to 1:15 sharp. Then we'll break for lunch. Right? That's the contract between you and me. So pay attention when the lecture is going on. Next slide, please. Entrepreneur. I think many of you are pretty aware of the very word entrepreneur. ಉದ್ದಿಮೆಶಾಹಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಉದ್ದಿಮೆಶಾಹಿ. It's not a businessman, please understand very clearly. An entrepreneur. What is that entrepreneur? That's actually an English word. Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur was a French word in a trading process. Generally a merchant, you have seen, a merchant will be here, merchant will be in particular Sante or whatever, maybe he will buy the stuff and he will go goods, take up some risk, and he will make sure that all the products of his will be sold out like hotcakes, naturally. So what I wanted to tell you here is that from one process he will collect the materials or vegetables or anything, and he will come to Sante or that particular area or the market, and he is going to sell his goods to the people who are going to buy those goods in that particular market. So this process of buying, selling, process of pricing the products, process of interacting with the people, it's a process of making the people comfortable with these products. All are entrepreneurial, my dear friends. All are considered to be very entrepreneurial, because long back, as I told you, in France, many of the merchants, many of the funeral directors, many of the industrialists, many of the businessmen, many of the builders were considered as entrepreneurs. Today's entrepreneurs, when you come across like Sri Narayana Murthy, Bill Gates, late Steve Jobs of Apple, more or less, believe me, they were doing the same kind of work in the past. Buying, selling, taking up the risk, talking to the people, getting the things done, having a good communication. All these are the part and parcel of entrepreneurial ventures. So don't be under the impression that entrepreneur is one who has come from another planet or from, say, another Vishwa as such. Absolutely not. They are all like I and you. At the end of the day, what matters is the style with which they operate are totally different. That we need to understand. So lead the sentence once again, ladies and gentlemen. Entrepreneur is an English word which has been derived from the French word entrepreneur, which has been split into two. Entre means between, prender means to take. For example, a merchant who acts as go-between for different parties in trading process, and in the process so much of the risk is involved. Please understand, it's not a joke. And there was also a mention of the risk which has been involved with the entrepreneurial activities by the entrepreneurs. As you know very well, it has been mentioned by Sri Kishore Adwaji also. Your esteemed principal also made a reference to this. So absolutely it involves the risk. Absolutely it involves your courage, your confidence, your dashing character, the way with which you interact with the people. All matters in entrepreneurship. We'll get into very quickly. Switch it on or be audible. Entrepreneurial agi. Listen, she is asking question.
The entrepreneur and businessmen are same or?
No, entrepreneur is always over and above a business manager. You got your prize. Kindly give it to her.
Kodi avrige.
Yeah. Onde prize though? Yes. Any prize? Listen. Hello guys. Few minutes.
So what are your views? Yeah. So what are your views on socialism and communism?
My views on
capitalism.
Capitalism. You know, capitalism and communism. My views you are asking, no? They are basically the ideologies. Okay. And if you ask me in connection with entrepreneurship, I would say that capitalism is better for entrepreneurship.
Emotional intelligence. We'll come to it a little later. But what can we do and what communication skills do to us is what we are going to look at. We all believe, I'm sure, please raise your hand if you agree, that communication skill is extremely important for us. Thank you. Everyone's awake. We're going to do a small activity. We need 2 volunteers. We need 2 people to come forward and participate in this activity with us. Very good. I thought you're standing up. Come, grey shirt, come here. You can explain to him in any which language, any which way you think he'll understand what he has to recreate from this. Are we ready to start? Start.
When just geometrical figures, when you love the symbol under. Kodonji triangle under.
Okay.
When you circle.
Oh.
Okay. Kodonji plus sign type onji solid. Kodonji plus sign type onji solid.
1 second.
First symbol love symbol.
Encha.
No. Heart da yeah. Kodonji circle.
Okay.
Kodonji triangle. Kodonji plus sign type donji solid.
Plus type
donji solid.
Plus 1 inch gottaitu. Cement the figure.
Cement type atya. Plus ಅವುಗಳು ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಲ್ಪು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡು ಮಿತ್ತದ ರೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಲ್ಪು
ಮಿತ್ತದ
ರೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಿತ್ತ ರೆಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಉಂಡದ ಅವ್ರ ರೆಡ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಲ್ಪು
ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ
ಮಿತ್ತದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಸೈಡ್ ಸತ್ತು ಟಾಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಾಟಮ್
ಗೊತ್ತುಂಡು
ಓಕೆ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ರೆಡ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಮಾಡು ಬೊಕ್ಕ
ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಏನಿತ್ತಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 2 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರವಣ್ ಯಕ್ಷಿತಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಎಂತಾಯ್ತು?
ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, 70% ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ ಸಾಕು.
ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಮಾರಾರೆ, ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಇದು ರೀಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇವರದು. 70%, ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಫನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಶ್ರವಣ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸಾರಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್, ಬಟ್ 70% ಸರಿ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. The shapes are perfect. ನಾನು 70% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಶೇಪ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್, ಹಾರ್ಟ್, ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ? ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಇದು ಟಾಪ್ ಟಿಪ್ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ? ಯಾವುದು ಯಾವ ಸೈಜಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ? ನೀವು ಸಹ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು. ಏನಾದರೂ ಶೇಪ್ ಉಂಟಾ, ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಉಂಟಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಾ? ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಏನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು. ನೀವೇನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು. ಏನು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು?
ಅದರ್ದು
positions and details. What do the audience feel? What was right? What went right? What went wrong in this recreation of the drawing? ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ?
ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು.
ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದನ್ನು ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಿ. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೆ ಎದುರೆದುರು ಕೂತಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕೆ?
ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾವ ಅವರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ.
I asked them if they were sitting face to face with each other, would this be better as a reproduction? Yes? Why? No, he cannot show the drawing. That is different. He had to tell the drawing.
Okay, maybe we'll turn off the fan a little later when it comes to group discussion. But our session will go something like this. Now, this is just a precursor to what are all the skills that we'll take away at the end of 2 hours from now. Okay, listening, ma'am said, is important, definitely. But how often do we make use of listening in our everyday activities? One, everyday communication. We'll just have a look at it and then come back to what becomes important there. Okay? And at the end, we will take one more takeaway from the next activity. From that, we'll move to the group discussion. That is the idea. See, what happens often is when you move away, set up, and you become an entrepreneur yourself, or maybe you become a part of an entrepreneurship, or maybe you become a part of an organization. But one thing that you cannot escape is working in a group.
either as a leader or as a team member. Now, work in a group, how do you present yourself and what makes you a member of a group who is liked or who is at least appreciated? What makes you different from the rest of it? And it is not your mastery of language. Let us be very clear on that. It is not necessary to have excellent mastery of one language. You can be ordinary with your language, sufficient vocabulary skills, but average technical skills, fair enough. But can you present yourself as someone who is effective in contributing with whatever limitations I and you have? That is what we'll look at it. Okay, so when it comes to emotional intelligence, how to go about that? Now, I'll give you a situation, we'll work it out. I'll give you, now listen to me carefully now. Each group will have to make a decision in 5 minutes from now on, okay? The situation is like this. There is a treasure here. Imagine there is a treasure. It has some points, okay? The points could be 1, 2, 3, 10, 50, 100. Every group gets a chance to pick the treasure. But before going there, you have to make a decision how you go there to pick the treasure. This is a simulated game. Okay? Now, you can choose either to go there using your car. I'm giving a suggestion. You have to choose. But if you choose car as your mode of transport to go there, then you will get a chance to pick only 2 cheats. Be very clear on that. You get a chance to pick 2 cheats. And these 2 cheats there has some points. But you are choosing car. You can choose to go there by a concept called bike or bicycle. Then you get to choose 3 cheats. Am I clear? 3 cheats. You can choose to go there by a concept called walk. You get to choose 4 cheats. But the catch is, for car, you get to choose only 2 cheats, but you get free 10 points. Whatever the 2 cheats you get, plus 10 will be added to your team. For bike, you can choose 3 cheats, you get 5 free points. Okay? For walk, you get to choose 4 cheats, but there is no additional point. 4 cheats. Now the cheats there may be 1, maybe 100. It's a gamble. You are taking. Okay? Now, as a team, in 5 minutes, you discuss and tell me what is the mode of transport you would be using. Then, I will allow you to go there and pick the cheat. Whichever team gets the best number will be the winner. One team. But first decide whether you want to use car, bike or walk. Third one is 5. That is 35. And the last one is 2. Okay. Okay. Well done. All right. I will just pick 2 more now for the due to the time. We'll come to you. Yeah. Come. Yeah. What did you choose? Bike 3. 5 plus. Okay, what's your name? Vinayak. The first one is 10. Second one is 2. Okay. And the last one is 3. Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll take 2 more maybe. You are okay. Come. What? Bike? 3. Open it. What's your name? Ashwita. Okay. Ashwita, first one is 2. Second one is 10. And the last one is 4. Okay? Okay, give her a big hand for coming here. We have two more and wind up because why we are doing it, I'll come to that. You are done? Three. Okay. What did you choose? One, four. Wait. Walk it is 0. Okay, open it. 4, 2.
Yeah, Divyara, ma'am is standing over. And one to Dr. Praveen Shetty. Dr. Ramakrishna sir, I am requesting you. Yeah. Anand Shetty. And also we are inviting. Now she is an entrepreneur. So thank you, Padmanabh Hegde ji. And we are going to start the session now.
I told you I'm having this gaming company in Dubai, right? I'll tell you some very, very tiny story, okay? 4 years back, when I entered into retail gaming, the first month, we had absolutely no business. And I was thinking maybe I'm in the wrong spot or something like that. And thanks to cryptocurrency, today I am the gold partner of NVIDIA in the Middle East. That is because most of the cryptocurrency works on the GPU. You guys must be knowing, right? Mining, yep, perfect. You should try it. Well, I'm a big believer in cryptocurrency, so sorry, sir. So every time when you are in a certain place, you need to be at the right spot at the right time. Because of that, in a span of 2 years, I was a gold partner of NVIDIA and gold partner in ASUS even today. Thank you, thank you. The reason why I was talking about this because when the first few months we were wondering, are we in the right spot? And then we realized we are. You know why? Because for mining, the most important thing is, anybody knows what, apart from graphic card, what else we need? The most important thing for mining? Huh? That is just hardware. What else? Yes, who is that? Electricity. Wonderful. The electricity. Exactly. You know why in the Middle East it works so good? Because electricity is free for the locals over there. All the locals have free electricity. That is why mining is very good in Qatar and Dubai and Oman. Yeah. I told you electricity is free, so AC is also free. Elon Musk, my favorite guy, yeah. I can hear you, it's okay.
Crypto mine. So, because of this, like, since electricity is free, and again, upon that you're using AC, why not shift to a country
which is colder? Yeah, Iceland, it works very good. But the reason I'm telling you locals, because we are, the Indians and other people are not able to do it over there. Only for the locals, electricity is free.
So you have a tie-up with
them? No, we are only supplying the machines. We are only supplying the machines. I am not doing cryptocurrency, excuse me. But I'm telling why Middle East is a good place for mining and why that business clicked over there. Was because electricity was free and all the locals were into it. If you go to a local house, now, I think this is not the right platform, but I'm just telling you briefly, you'll find at least 64 to 100 rigs where they are mining BTC and Ethereum. Even today, Ripple also is doing very good, by the way. Any other questions, guys? The second important C is connections. Do you think connections are important? Somebody is saying no. Do you think connections are important? Yes, wonderful. What is the meaning of connections? Not funny. Guys, girls. Elon Musk. Connections, my friend. Yes. Yes, absolutely. There is two types of network. One is very good. Please give him a round of applause. Two types of connections. One is emotional connection. One more is social connection. Do I need to elaborate? No. Somebody can give me an example of emotional connection? My friend? Okay, he is thinking. Anybody else?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. Dr. Ramakrishna ji and thank you.
How did the sessions went today morning? All of you enjoyed, learned a lot of things. Yeah? Had fun? Okay. Got introduced to many reputed people even during the inaugural session today as well. Right? So what have you learned in today's session? What have you decided, after taking the session? What have you decided after taking the session? Whether you would like to become an entrepreneur or whether you would like to take up any other career options that is available. So what's your opinion on that? Any one of you here? Any decision that you have made, after attending today's session? Anything that you can share with me? We need to speak out.
Ma'am, after coming here, we learned that, especially about GD, group discussion, that how should be our body language and what the points that we should mention. That's it.
Yeah, very nice. So you now have decided that you will change, something in you, isn't it? The ability, what we are calling it as, that you would like to change. That is, you decide that I would like to be presented well through, expressing that body language, a better body language. That one is the message that you got, and you have already decided that. That's a very good point. Yeah, what's your name?
Sanjeevani.
Sanjeevani, it's a very good point. So, see, making decision is not easy. Making decision is not easy. It's one of the crucial part in our life as well as in our professional career. So decision making, a professional ability, action. There is something that makes the decision unique, is the word ability. So what is that ability? What do you mean by ability? So let's focus on very few things, because see, I don't want to bring too many theoretical concepts here. No, because that's not going to work out on a long run. I am a teacher, but I also experienced entrepreneurship. I also worked in professional organization. So whatever that basic that we are learning throughout our education is a knowledge that we are, at the basic knowledge that we are getting or, learning in terms of making us a right person to achieve or to do some task, to do some work. But in reality, it is much more than that. So I would really not like to bring in too many things in terms of the theoretical aspects of it, but I would like to here discuss based on my personal experiences. That one thing that always upon is the personal ability, and this goes very much in connection with nothing but one of the organizational tasks, that is the decision making.
A survey conducted by Smart Insights in January 2022 that is maybe 3 months back. So again, they are giving stats of different things. So here they are telling this is the active social media users all over the world, 3.78 billion. That means 48% of the population in the world, approximately 50%. So 1 in 2 people in the world is an active social media user. This is what Statista is telling. And among that, Facebook is the market leader. 68% of the adults in US. Okay, so this is the US stats, but in India, more or less it's the same. At least the potential is more because the number of people are more, so number of users are more. So 68%. So again, so these slides tell the potential of investing in social media marketing. As Bhargav told, we can reach out to more number of customers. You cannot reach out to the same amount of customers on television or maybe print also, but in social media you can. And this is the age group generation, 18 to 29. Your generation, 84% of them are using social media. What about the other 16%? Where are they? Like, what is your thoughts on that? I'm sorry? Nerds. No, even nerds have a social media account, although they may not be very active on that. These are the lost souls, right, in engineering. This is what I like about engineering class. You get a good mix of everyone. There are bookworms, there are nerds, there are dreamers, there are lost souls. Maybe these are the 16% who think social media is bad. They want to have a digital detox, right? I mean, has anyone deactivated their social media account in your class? You have deactivated. Okay, so you fall in that 16% category. We have one person here. Okay, so the other 30 to 49%, maybe your professors or your parents maybe. 81% of them are on social media, 50 to 64 in that age group, 73% are there, and above 65, 45% are there on social media. So you can target different age groups also on social media. That's a beautiful thing. If you're giving an ad on newspaper, you don't know who is reading it. Is it a small child reading it or an old person? Television ads also you don't know. But here you can specifically target people, so that's another power of social media. And an average hour of 2.5 hours per day is spent on social networks and messaging. This is the global statistics. Each and every person spends almost 2.5 hours on social media. Could be more also. I worked in digital marketing agency. I was spending more than 12 hours on social media. For work purpose obviously, but still I was using social media. And then there may be some people who are using less than 1 hour, but everything put together, this is the average a person spends on social media.
So Praful Bilhore was his name. He was a BTech student. Okay, so he was a BTech student. Then he went to pursue his MBA, but he couldn't. So with that money, he started a tea stall. And every time he goes to an interview, he tells this story. The story sells. And because of that story, which people absorb that story, they go to his tea stops thinking that it's special, but it's the same thing which he's selling. It's basically the tea.
Okay. Okay, so you want to come up with a similar idea?
Similar idea. Basically, stories sell more than your product.
What kind of stories are you?
Same thing. I was an engineer. After that, I saw teas actually, tea brings people together basically. See, Costa, Starbucks, these are coffee shops. So why not tea? Why can't we make tea as an international brand?
Okay. Okay, this is a very interesting thing. We'll go with this only because anyhow, a lot of people do a lot of creative things. So coming from engineering background, he's telling he has a startup idea to come up with a tea outlets, like tea brand. Just like how we have Starbucks, Cafe Coffee Day for coffee, he wants to make Indian tea a global brand. It's a good idea, right? And very creative also. And it has a lot of demand. Like the story sells. Someone from engineering background starting a tea shop, and that is successfully growing. And a lot of creative avenues also. I think we will go with this idea because I find it interesting.
And have you thought of any name? You can give any name just for the sake of the workshop. Maybe engineering chai wala. Engineering chai wala.
Nobody talks about the state of mind, what happens inside. Would you say that the best of people, best of rich people, or the richest of people, would you say that they are happiest? No? Why do you say no? They have stress. Why do they have stress? Other people also have stress. Stress of business and we have one policy. When one speaks, everybody listens to that person. Okay? That communicates respect to that person. And every worthy individual does that. When I talk, I want you to listen. When you talk, I will listen with all my ears, and I expect everybody else to do it. So please go on. What's your name? Vineet. Okay, Vineet, tell me. I'm glad you stood up because I'm talking to you standing up. And it shows, it's courtesy to do that, standing up. It shows that you are well bred. Okay? So that's a good thing, good quality. Something that your employers or people who would want to associate with you would be proud of. You said businesses, taxes, what else? You on the mic.
Not all people who are rich are actually rich. So what I mean to say is, these rich people, they have debts to be cleared out. Because these debts, they have invested in the business. Now there was COVID. So due to COVID, they faced huge losses. So there's a different kind of stress going on in their life. So everyone's under stress. No rich people is happily living. So stress-free people are those who are meditating. Like, you know, we say Swamiji's like Sadhguru or Gaur Gopal Das. They are the actual stress.
They don't have stress?
No, I don't think so.
I think Sadhguru has enough of cases that he has to deal with about land acquisition and stuff.
People blame, like people, he's into controversies. See, controversies can be solved, but business stress, like loans, debts, these things require
We have
time.
an example of the Cafe Coffee Day,
Exactly.
Mr. Siddharth, who ended his life.
This politics and money and business.
Thank you very much, Vineet, for that. I think he deserves a chocolate, yeah? Be equated with happiness.
Ma'am, see, success might not be always monetary or materialistic. Success might be you paying the highest tax of India. That might be a success.
Okay.
You donating 80% of your...
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I applaud him. I am grateful. Now, there is one more reason. Vineet, I would like to add that you are somebody who feels grateful for the opportunities that have come your way. You have this opportunity of going through a skill development program for two days in a place away from college, and people from outside come and conduct sessions for you. This particular organization has made it convenient to have you here. Your professor, Dr. Ramakrishna, has come all the way. Mrs. Geeta has come all the way to spend the day with you people here. These are things to be grateful for. How many of us just take it for granted? Madidare, kalstare, bartare, hogtivi. Take a moment to really feel the gratitude in your hearts that I'm so blessed that I have this. That is also success. If you can feel gratitude for what you have a roof above your head, you're in a good institution, you have clothes to wear, you don't have to worry about debts and people going after you. Squat, when you do a squat, the knee should not come before the foot. How many of you go to the gym? Anybody goes to the gym? Huh. Yeah. Anybody goes? Okay. Now they would tell you that your knee shouldn't go in front. Knee should be in line with your foot when you squat, okay? So what we are going to do right now is tongue against the palate, mouth closed, tongue against the palate. We are going to go down, breathing in. I didn't tell you to come back. Stand there. Breathe out and come up.
ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇನು ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಈಚ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಇವನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ನೀವು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಇವನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ನಂತರ ಆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಇವನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೀವುಗಳು ಆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟಿನ ಪ್ರೈಸನ್ನು ಏನಾರ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಅಥವಾ ನಂದು ಕಾಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ನಂತರ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಬಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೆಳಿಬೋದು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಇವನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಈವನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್, ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಬಜಾಜ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, HDFC ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ಕೋಟಕ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸಿಂದ ಫ್ರೀ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ಫ್ರೀ EMI ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ರೀ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ EMI ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಬಿಲ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಸಿಗ್ನೇಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನೀವು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿಬಿಲ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ 700 ಬಿಲೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲರ್ಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನೀವು ಪ್ರಪೋಸಲ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರಿ ಕಟ್ಟಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆತಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನವರು ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಡಿಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನವರು 100% ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ 2 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲಗಳಿಗೂ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನವರು 100% ಸಿಬಿಲನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಸುಮಾರು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ CGTMSE ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ 2000 ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನವರು, ಇದು ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ಮೊದಲೇನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಲ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ಗಳ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಏನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ನೀವು ಅಡಿಷ್ನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ FD ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮದು LIC ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಫಂಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೀಗೆ ಡೆಫ್ರೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ ಟು 2 crores ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿನವ್ರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಾಲವನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೊಲಾಟ್ರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿನ ಕೇಳುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
I want to make it more interactive with you people, and basically I want to tell my story, my experience, and if it is of some use to you, that will be great. I am not an entrepreneur by birth. I started my career in a multinational companies. Almost 3 decades I worked, and at the fag end I started my own startup company. So a lot of people start early as a new company they do, and later on flourish on that. I work for an organization. So I just wanted to know, before I converse with you, just to make sure that I connect with you well. We had an inspirational speech by Canara Bank manager. How many of you would like to start new company immediately after your studies? Raise your hands. How many of you would like to take up a new job? Raise your hands. After your studies. Are you able to understand my question? You are in, if I understand correctly, you are in 2nd year or 3rd year of engineering, right? Yes. After completing your engineering, how many of you are going to start a new company, or you want to be a new business person? Raise your hands. Or if you want to start, if you want to take up a job, new job, How many would like to join a new job, take up a new job? Work for a company. I'm a little confused now. So what do you want to do after engineering? I'll ask you another question. So first, determine I want to do, and knowledge and skills you can acquire, but determination you cannot acquire. It has to come within. Am I clear? Once you make this as your habit, you can achieve anything. Skills and knowledge, anybody can acquire. Don't worry. Oh, he is smart, I am not smart. He is skillful, I am not skillful. No, you can be skillful. You need determination, that's all. If you see all successful people, first they have a lot of determination. Then they work backwards on knowledge, and then they work on skills, and that's it. They are successful. Consistently they produce this. It becomes a habit. So this is the first lesson I have learned, because we did not have mentors in the beginning to tell us how to go about it and things like that. So now, in the next 2 years, you are going to be getting your degree certificates, right? So you want to take up a job. Give me one reason why somebody should hire you. You have to, I'm provoking you. I'm sorry, I want to provoke you. Okay, you want to take up a job. Why somebody should give you a job? Have you thought about it? Give me some reason. Yes, you want to take up a job. Somebody wants to offer you a job. But why I want to offer you a job? I want to know why I should offer you a job. Simple as that.
ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಂಟರ ಸಂಘದಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯೂಚರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಇಡೀ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ರು. ಸೊ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು.
ಸೆಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಅದು ಈಗ ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು 18 to 24 ಇರೋ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸಲ್ಲಿರೋರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದು ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಸು ಅದು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನೆನ್ನೆದು ಕೆಲವು ಸೆಷನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನು ಅವನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
My name is Vineet and I'm a student of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. So this workshop had been very useful. A lot of our mentors had given great speech and I was inspired from them. Especially special thanks to Mrs. Sharma who had held a workshop on how do we overcome stress, what is success, and how can we manage time basically. And I was really inspired by Mrs. Akshaya. So she had given a speech on her business of how she customizes gaming PC and how she sells graphic cards to crypto mining people. So overall it was a great experience. I'm looking forward for workshops like this